What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. I just found out that apparently today, which I only have 2 hours left of, is National Napping Day, which I hilariously found out thanks to good old Cliff Brzezinski, who read it as National Fapping Day, and let's be honest, those two things go together. Alright, my body feels achy and sore the next morning. I wonder why. Grown but push past. Wow, I didn't even realize that was the line. That worked too well. I groaned but pushed past the pain. I haven't felt this sore since when we first started napping. We have a quick breakfast and clean up the campsite before resuming our travels. I continue to practice with Leanna and my teammates, and I slowly seem to be getting a better grasp on multi-elemental casting. Each time I have to be careful with how much energy I use. My body feels fatigued after each battle, but I'm careful to make sure I don't reach the same level of fatigue as the first time I tried casting all the elements. After another 3 days journey, the landscape changes from green trees to dry sand. The heat burns my skin. I can feel it radiating off the sand. A part of me really wishes to be back north with the cold wind. The sun only intensifies the drying heat steaming up the desert sands. I let out a grateful breath as we near the city gates. I just had cemetery gates just come up in my head by a Pantera. Two guards stand and watch as the entrance. Their deep caramel skin contrasts with white tunics. I mean, I guess I'm not really caramel. I'm like a little darker. Whatever. As they draw near, they watch us warily, acutely aware of our different garb, but they allow us to pass. Instead of higher structures of Haven Guard in the buildings in Mija, man. Okay, so I guess this is their take on like Arabia. Like, this is supposed to be Latin territory. Are broader with rounded domes on the top. The people wear simple long tunics and elaborate jewels decorate their necks. It seems surprisingly normal and a bit more familiar. When Amy mentioned Mija wasn't a part of Haven Guard, I expected to enter a fantastical city. Kara cranes her neck as we walk through the town, her eyes sparkling with excitement.
This is amazing! I can't believe I'm standing on Venetian soil. Think of all the history that's hidden here.
Let's go find the shops.
She looks at Zach with surprise.
You want a souvenir too?
No, Zach's not into souvenirs and memorabilia and, like, nostalgia.
No, we need to stock up on supplies.
Called it.
Oh, right.
Correct. However, once we've acquired all we need to be prepared for the temple, we can then further explore the city.
Sure, why not? I glance at Amelia. Although her voice remains cool, her cheeks are flushed and her gaze darts from structure to structure. She must be as excited as Kara is to be in the Venetian city of Mija.
It is getting late in the day, though. We should hurry before the shops close.
I hope somebody pronounces this city's name right so I can get it right. Together we wander the city of Mija until we spot the cloth tents of the marketplace. It reminds me a bit of Bazada, except that with the exception of food stalls, all the shops are closed. Leanna shields her eyes as she squints at the sky.
That's strange. There's still daylight.
We continue to walk through, hoping to spot an open store, but the streets are eerily quiet and empty. We reach the main square and finally spot crowds of people bustling about. Many carry strings of light, while others prepare long ribbons of hanging flowers. It looks like they're preparing for an event. I hear the loud cries from the food stalls.
Sweet date soup! Come have a taste and find your own sweet date for the festival.
I thought he was talking about, like, dates, like the, I don't know what, because they're like, it's like a fruit, right? And I thought that's what he was talking about. He made a soup out of sweet dates, which actually kind of sounds gross. And find your own sweet date for the oh, maybe he is making a pun, like he's playing off of the word. Okay, maybe that is what's happening. Still sounds gross. I guess there's going to be a festival. Maybe that's why all the stores are closed. Kara grins.
Sounds like we'll have to spend the night here.
The food vendor catches my eye and splits into a broad grin.
Are you ready to find your sweet date today?
Already got one. It's a blonde. Heck yeah. No thanks. Already found one. Fine. I glanced at Leanna and slipped her hand in mine. I've already found her, and now he's going to talk about the soup. She blushes but returns my smile, then gives my hand a little squeeze. Gross. What exactly is going on?
It's the celebration of the sun.
Hi, sun. Thank you. Daylight savings is back. We have that issue here in America. Man, we need to get rid of it. The sun?
Yes, this time of year is when it shines the brightest. Its ray shines happiness and fortune upon Terra.
I can stop saying EDT now. It's EST. We're back to no wait. Yeah. Eastern Sun. Yeah. So we don't say EDT anymore. Now we say EST. So if I were to say like, hey, I'm broadcasting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I can say EST, not Eastern Daylight Time. Ah, jeez, it's annoying. We really need to get rid of it. Yes, the blah 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 blah. What does that mean exactly?
The longest day signifies the beginning of the summer harvest. This celebration is to hope fortune favors us with a strong harvest.
Oh, I see. It's June 21st over there. That sounds really fun. How does that get me a date? Don't personify the sun. No, you can personify the sun. I don't give a shit. It's the sun. It's awesome. Interesting. So to grant me happiness and fortune, the sun will provide me with a date?
Not just one. As many as you like.
I can has Kara too? Lana stiffens. I'm a one date kind of guy. Boo! Boo! Even though I really am too, but still boo! She relaxes and squeezes my hand affectionately. Gross. The vendor holds up a date and places it in my palm. Oh, you meant the fruit are plentiful. Oh, glad we got that cleared up, even though I cleared it up about 3 minutes ago.
First one is on the house.
Mm-hmm. He winks. All right, well, thanks for the info. I turn back to the team. So he said that.
We know. We were standing right here.
It would seem inevitable that we must rest in Meja today,
Oh.
so we may resupply tomorrow. Perhaps we should search for an inn.
Oh, Meja. Okay. Because I've been here like Maja. It sounds like, you know, like Milady. It's like Maja. Meja. Got it.
Good idea.
We continue through the city. The further in we travel, the more decorated the city becomes. I gaze appreciatively at the ribbon and flowers. Eventually, we find the inn and step inside. The lobby smells of cinnamon and cardamom. Cardamom? Cardamom? Cardi B? Cardi what? Emphasized by the stale heat of the town, the small breeze flowing through the wide open windows merely stirs the warm air through the building. Leanna speaks with the innkeeper and secures us rooms, then passes out keys. The rest of us look for seats. Instead of traditional chairs, plush cushions circle wooden tables. We gather around a table nearby and get settled. Kara offers to order us food and heads over to the bar. Just sit down, your server will be right with you. Before she reaches there, a strange man approaches Kara. Zach watches the man warily.
Sure is hot in here, isn't it?
Like how his name is Creepster. Great name. He looks, it's nice. Got that 5 o'clock shadow going on here. It's interesting because it's brighter out today. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, where are we going with this? Kara's eyes are shining as she looks at the man. She smirks, clearly amused.
Is it? I didn't really notice.
It must just be you then.
I groan internally. I laugh internally. Kara raises an eyebrow. I think she stifles a laugh. See, this is why Kara and I are similar. Zach's hand balls into a fix. Ooh, jealous much. His gaze fixated on the scene before him.
It's important to stay hydrated, though. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Okay, that's where this stops now. Now it's not funny anymore. He steps closer and puts an arm around Kara. Alright, steering her towards the bar. Suddenly, Zach is back on his feet. As Kara carefully disengages herself from the guy, Zach strides over and shoves him away from Kara, causing him to topple over.
Keep your hands off of her.
Oh, you didn't commit to that. You didn't commit to that. I mean, granted, I think writing-wise, that would have been funnier as keep your hands off my girl, because that would have been fucking hilarious, because then there's a moment where Kara then has to go like, oh, and Zach then has to go, Watch this still happen anyway. The man looks at Zach in surprise, but even more surprisingly, Kara rolls on Zach.
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, Kara's taking the, she can fend for herself kind of deal. She didn't need help. Why are you doing this?
He had his hands all over you. I'm protecting you from this creep.
Torn on this one. I'm really torn. Where I think Zach kind of overstepped his boundary there was going to physical and literally shoving him away. I mean, because you can kind of keep an eye on what's happening and kind of tell if someone is in real danger or not. And this didn't quite seem like it. I mean, yes, he's clearly hitting on her, but that doesn't... Just because someone's hitting on you doesn't give you the right to then just go ahead and immediately force yourself into the situation and throw them off. I mean, the other hand of it is that Zach clearly likes her, and there's this jealousy, but jealousy doesn't give you a reason to act like that. Why am I being principled now? Make funny jokes, Blackjack. That's what they came here to see.
Whoa, wait.
What makes you think I need protection?
There you go. I mean, she was gonna explain it anyway.
So I'm not supposed to defend you?
Yeah, this just would have been funnier if he just said my girl. I think this would have been funnier.
Not if you're going to resort to violence right away.
See, but me and Kara on the... Oh my god, Kara's my dream woman. That's what it is.
Fine then. I'm sorry for caring when another man puts his hands on you. I'll be sure not to give a shit next time.
See, Zach, this is why you suck.
Oh, you do not get to turn this around on me.
Yep, yep, nope. Nope. Zach throws his hands up.
There's just no winning with you, is there?
You overcomplicated this, buddy. You really did.
Not when you keep making the wrong decisions.
Yep.
Hey.
The two of them simultaneously yell at the man.
Shut up!
That's probably also not a good idea.
Shut up!
The man is taken aback, but it takes that as his cue to leave. Kara and Zach stare at each other, tensions high. There's a palpable electricity between them.
I have the situation under control.
Their faces are an inch apart. Zach grabs Kara, his eyes smoldering, but they linger on Kara's lip. Wait, what?
Didn't like seeing that guy's hands all over you.
Kara looks down at his hands, then back up to Zach's face.
You mean like how your hands are all over me now?
I mean, solid point. There's zero challenge to her tone, but I think I can catch the faint shadow of a smile as if she's enjoying this. Weirdly. Zach's about to retort, but instead rolls around.
Whatever. I'm going to my room.
He starts to head upstairs, but Kara hurries and beats him to the first step.
No, I'm going to my room.
What the fuck is going on right now? That was a lot all over the place. The two of them race up the stairs and disappear from view, seemingly forgetting about us. Are they about to fuck? That's the only place I can see any of that going. Leanna, Amelia, and I sit stunned. What did we just witness?
They seem pretty angry. Do you think they'll be okay? Maybe we should check on them.
No, they're about to have angry sex, and you do not want to be around for that. Amy shakes her head.
That is unnecessary.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Yes. I am quite certain that we do not wish to interrupt their coming copulation.
Okay, better word choice. Leanna sputters, her eyes are wide.
Amelia! Why would you say that?
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not.
It was quite obvious. The pheromones emitting from them was quite strong. That coupled with...
Ah! Don't say coupled!
That's not the word. No, really? That's the word you're worried about? Leanna squirms. How could Amy tell any of that? Well, I mean, I could still, like, get the themes of it. It just... It wasn't, like, blatantly obvious. I mean, like, it's somewhat obvious, but it wasn't, like, beating you over the head with it. I mean, again, I was the one waiting for the... Don't put your hand on my girl, which you could have still done that dialogue, and it would have made it, I thought, a little funnier, and I just got a little confused as I was reading it. I was like, no, really, what is happening right now? Because you had Kara in the right principled stance of all of that, and then she got a little erratic towards the end. We can interrupt their coupling. No, thank you. I do not want to participate in this. Don't be jealous. We can do that too. That's funny. I put my arm around Leanna. Why do we have a coupling of our... Her face turns bright red and she shoves me away.
Don't act so weird.
It's my job. It's what I do.
Although, perhaps the most obvious sign of their impending coitus was Zack firmly gripping Kara's buttocks as the two climbed up the stairs.
What? I missed that. What? Huh? What? That was not a part of the narration whatsoever. Amy, stop learning. No, you've been reading my hentai, haven't you? Stop learning about sex, please. You're too young. Lana jumps to her feet.
Okay, that's enough of that. I need to go be productive, or something.
Clearly, that's what they're doing. A small shudder shivers down her spine as she shakes away her thoughts. She quickly heads out of the inn. I mean, again, we could do the same thing. You argue with me all the time. Amy smooths her skirt as she also gets to her feet.
There's merit in Liana's suggestion of productivity. I do believe Zack and Kara will be preoccupied for a while.
Understatement. It's weird when you put it that way.
I, too, shall be productive. Or something.
Is it weird that this episode started with a fapping joke and here are two people literally having sex? Next time on Crystal... No. Amelia confidently strides out of the inn, leaving me sitting alone at an empty table. Well, I don't want to just sit here alone. Who do I want to hang out with? A save button. Actually, you know what? That would have been a perfect time to say... You know what? Actually, no. This episode's too short. Keep going. These are clearly not options we do right now. Let's go find Leanna. Why not? I race out of the inn and catch up to Leanna so that we can be productive. Who's heading towards the square. You know what? That's exactly what sex is now. I'm just gonna be like, hey, you wanna get productive? Hey, let's go leave here and be productive. Then nobody will be like, they'll be like, huh, what? There you go. There's your new word for sex, productive. Hey, Leanna. She turns around.
Was getting a bit weird in the inn, wasn't it?
Yeah, everybody trying to be all productive and shit. Just a little bit. Where are you headed?
I was thinking of going back to the marketplace.
Really? You're gonna try to go convince someone to open their shop? She laughs.
That sounds like a lot of work and not a lot of fun. I thought it would be nice to try some of the local cuisine. Anyway, would you like to join me?
Sure, I guess. I love trying new food. Definitely, it sounds delicious. We follow the tempting scent of spices back into the marketplace. We can hear the food vendors even before we see them as the hum of their voices guide our way. There are a variety of stalls selling all sorts of sweet and savory food. Roast meats turned on a spit and are shaved onto pocket breads. Pistachios are honey wrapped and thin pastry makes Oh, I see. That's how that's supposed to be read. Pistachios and honey wrapped in thin pastry makes my mouth water. People gather by the different stalls, picking out foods and haggling prices. I can feel the buzz and excitement for the festival.
Oh, look!
Lana points to something that looks like stew. Is that stew?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
It's stew. She looks up at the food vendor.
Excuse me, what kind of stew is this?
Oh, I see. Sorry, there was I got something and I was like, wait, what? Excuse me, what kind of stew is this? He answers proudly.
The best lamb's brain stew in Medja.
Oh, now it's Medja. Leanna's face twists in horror. I guess nobody knows how to actually pronounce the city's name.
Lamb's brain?
Yeah, the brain.
Yes, a rare delicacy. Care for a bowl?
And if you don't eat it, you insult their culture, and they will find you, and you will be fined. 500 Medja dollars. She hurriedly shakes her head.
No, thank you.
That's you can't do that. Then hustles away from the stew.
Let's try somewhere else instead.
Yeah, maybe we should get a hot date. Or a sweet one, I guess. Good idea. That looked good, though. Even though I didn't eat it, that stew leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, it didn't sound so appetizing. Leanna shudders. Whoa, and then also just, like, materializes away. We continue browsing until we reach a stall partially hidden in the corner of a marketplace. A couple of people stand curiously in front of the stall. As I crane my neck for a better look, all I can make out is a lot of dough.
Come try my newest culinary masterpiece. You won't find anything like it in Medja because it's a first in all of Isaria.
All right, Alberto, we get it. You got the mustache and the little hat. You're Italiano. We get it. That wasn't. What was that at the end? That was terrible. What are you making?
It's revolutionary. A combination of the old and the new. I take the traditional Medja bread.
He pulls out what looks like a thin pita.
Then add a layer of crushed tomatoes and the cheese imported from Havengard.
Oh shit, it's pizza, bruh.
Afterwards, I bake it in the hot stone.
And then you got pizza, bruh. He points to his oven.
To present to you this.
Pizza! From the oven, he pulls forth a cheesy bread different to the one he placed in there. Oh, it's a pizza.
A pizza? What a strange word. Not from any language I am familiar with.
Oh, Alberto, I beg to differ. Actually, is Alberto Italian? Or is it Spanish? I'm not sure now that I had to think about that.
And yet, somehow, it perfectly describes my masterpiece.
Yes, pizza. The man's eyes widen.
That is brilliant. Yes, henceforth, it is called a pizza.
Now I want pizza. Leanna looks at me curiously.
How did you know what that was?
Hi, in my planet, it's called pizza. We have something like that at home too. You can put different meats or veggies on top too. The man's eyes grow so big, I think they're about to pop out of his head.
What an ingenious idea. Adding more ingredients on top.
Yeah.
Like toppings. Yes, that's what they'll be called. Toppings.
You know, I wonder sometimes, like, when people invented things, like, how did they get the name? Like, what inspired them? Like, how did that moment, like, dawn upon them? And just seeing this is kind of hilarious. Yep, that's exactly what they're called.
So you could put meat on top of the pizza?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Face lights up.
That sounds like my kind of pizza. It just wouldn't feel right without the taste of meat in my mouth.
I tried so hard to not make that joke, and the game made it anyway. Okay, I blink at her. She freezes, realizing what she just said, and her face reddens.
I mean, I just really like to eat meat. No, wait. I mean, don't discriminate against types of meat, you know. Like sausages. No. Why did I give that example?
She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, then tries again.
Meant to say, I'd like to add meat onto my pizza.
Don't say it. Okay, it said it anyway. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. A meat lover, eh? I'll leave all the meat eating to you. I get what she was trying to say. Ah, you like the feel of meat in your mouth, do you? Leanna's face burns.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, you did. No need to be embarrassed. There's a pizza for that. It's called the Meatlovers pizza, and it's got all the meat you can stuff in your mouth at once.
Please stop saying meat and mouth in the same sentence over and over.
Hey, listen, I've tried to get this game to stop saying the word come and coming, and it just stayed over and over again. Her face is as red as the tomatoes on the pizza.
So, what sort of toppings would you put on my pizza?
On yours? No, just kidding. More okay. Yes. Yes. Fuck no. I don't know, like right now it's like, it really kind of depends on the day of the week. Like sometimes I'm just like, you know, more cheese over like the pepperoni. I don't know, like because they both I really like. More cheese is awesome, but you know what, yeah, some pepperoni's fine. Pepperoni's probably one of the more traditional toppings, although nowadays we can put all different kinds of meats on there, or we just continue on this meat conversation, aren't we?
Any kind of meat sounds like it'll be good.
Oh, I bet. I bet it would. She blushes again.
I think I'm done using that word for a lifetime.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna have to take you to more pizza parlors now, but it's gonna get popularized.
This sounds like a great idea. Let's give it a try.
Okay. The man fumbles around his stall, searching for the ingredients I suggested. We waited patiently as he preps the pizza and slides it onto his hot stove. Once the pizza is baked, he carefully pulls it out, releasing the delicious perfume of cheese and dough into the air. He cuts us each a slice and plates it for us.
Gettin!
Leanna moves lightning fast as she takes a bite of her pizza, then yelps softly.
Hot?
Oh, yeah, it came out of an oven, duh. Just like a... I imagine, is it Amy, I think, or I can't remember, or Amberly or something like that, who voices Leanna, just getting this line, and the line is just, hot, exclamation point. And thinking about how she has to read that. That's funny, just a yep. Carefully she chews and swallows, and her eyes light up in delight.
This is amazing!
Well, actually, you know what, to be fair, they wouldn't know what pizza is, so I guess the initial reaction would just kind of be that. She gobbles the rest down.
I could eat that entire pizza on my own.
Oh, many have tried and many have done. I definitely have before. I'm guilty.
The pepperoni pairs very nicely with the cheese. What an excellent suggestion.
How did you just have... Wait. Time out. Okay, maybe they did know what pepperoni was beforehand, but why were you just randomly carrying around pepperoni if you don't know that this is things that you would put on pizza? And you didn't even know what pizza was. Was pepperoni before the pizza? Did the chicken come before the... I don't know. We finish off our pizzas, then continue browsing the stalls of the marketplace. There are a few more foods which seem almost similar to me too, but they still end up being very different. Lana slips her hand in mine as we continue to browse. I watch a few more people scurry by, carrying more decorations. It's the festival that's happening today. She looks at me, her eyes sparkling.
It looks exciting, doesn't it? I'm really curious to see what it's like. It seems like it'll be different than the ones in Havengard.
Would you like to check it out together once it starts? She squeezes my hand, a wide smile on her face.
I'd love to.
Awesome! I give her a peck on the cheek. Once we tried everything we want to try, I decided to head out while Leanna returns to the pizza stand. We promised to meet up at the end later today and go to the festival. Alright. I'm not calling it a day on this, but I'm calling it a day on this episode of Crystalline. We'll see you next time. I'm still gonna keep trying to finish this game today, ship that off to get edited, and then release it, and finish it before the month of March because it's been 9 months. It's time for me to put this thing to rest. So thank you all again so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's content, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, good night. Be productive, everybody.